It's a wonderful Wednesday, my super scientists, April the 28th, and we have got some science to do. Check out me and my cute little crocodile down here. Do you think crocodiles are cute? Yes or no? But this one is kind of cute. What do you think we're doing today in science? We will identify physical characteristics of animals. I love animals. Do you love animals? Do you have a favorite animal? Do you know what my favorite animal is? Tell me what's yours. Oh, I like those too. There's so many great animals. How will we study animals today? We will watch a STEMscopes video to illustrate, label, and compare physical characteristics of two different animals. How many animals? Two. You'll be comparing two different animals today and their physical characteristics. Whoa, practice these big words with me, please. Physical characteristics. Nice job. You'll be learning what are physical characteristics today. Why? We will understand how characteristics help animals survive. We had that S word last week. Say it one more time, please. Survive. If I don't have my water, I can't survive. There's animals out in nature that have special things to help them survive. Today we'll study two animals and compare them. Then tomorrow, you will be ready to move on to more animals. First, video time. Attendoscopes on. We've got some animals coming on this screen. But first, make a prediction. What animals do you think we're going to see today? There's no llamas. What do you think we'll see? Maybe so. Let's get going.
Hi, I just got back from a great trip to the zoo. I had a lot of fun and learned a lot too. But I just had some questions about some of the animals that I saw. As I walked around, I noticed how different the animals were from each other. I noticed that they all needed air, food, and water to survive. But
we learned those basic needs a few weeks ago. All animals have to have air, food, and water to drink. Are those things that you need to survive too? Yes or no? All animals have those same needs, but animals have different things on their body to help them get those needs. Let's study what do they have on their bodies.
But their bodies, behaviors, and habitats were all different. How does an animal's body help it to move, get food, and survive?
Think about that. What could an animal have on its body to help it move? I don't have these, but other animals do. What about these things? What are those? Think of some of those characteristics. What are on the animal's bodies? You've got some good ideas.
I wrote down some observations while I was at the zoo. Animals often move around to find food and water, to care for their young, or to escape predators.
Oh no!
I use my feet and legs to run or walk, but animals use different body parts to help them move. Parrots and bats use wings to fly.
Show me, what do parrots and bats have? What are these called? Wings. Do you have wings? Do you wish you had wings? That helps them get from one place to the other by flying.
Get from one place to another quickly. Sea lions and penguins use flippers to swim and maneuver on.
They don't have wings, but they have those flippers. Do you have flippers?
Underwater. Fish have fins to swim too. I spent a long time watching them under the bridge. Most fish move their body and tail fins back and forth.
Show me your
to get
fish
to the
body.
water. The other fins help them steer and balance. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the African savanna exhibit. Zebras use hooves to run quickly and defend themselves.
All right, check out this zebra. He has hooves. Say that word, please. Hooves. The hooves are part of his feet. She said they help him to run fast. What else can they do?
Is there anything else besides speed that might help zebras escape predators?
How can he escape a predator? He can run,
Good thinking.
kick.
Many animals have special colors and patterns that help them hide in plain sight.
Look at those
Zebra
colors.
stripes are a kind of camouflage that blend in with the shade and sun in the grasses where they graze. They also look confusing when the herd starts to run, so that it's hard for a lion to pick just one out of the group. So that's one pretty convincing body covering.
All right, so the zebra has the hooves to run fast and to kick, and the stripes that help to do what to the lion? Confuse him. The camouflage helps the zebras to get away.
I wonder what other kinds of body coverings animals can have.
All right, no more stripes like the zebras. What else could be on the body, like spots or scales? What can you think of? What's on animal bodies besides stripes? Hair? Birds don't have hair. What do birds have? What about turtles?
I've got fur and feathers so far. What else? I know. Scales. Fish and reptiles have scaly skin to help protect themselves and to keep moisture inside of their bodies.
I thought I heard somebody talking about reptiles.
I'm doing some research on what characteristics different animals use to survive.
Well, alligators are one of my favorite animals.
Alligators!
Cool. Do you know how alligators move and eat?
They have legs to walk on land and webbed feet, and a powerful tail that helps them swim. Their large, strong jaws and pointy teeth.
Okay, look at these pointy teeth. Large, strong jaws. That's your jaw, that bone. You can see his is very big and very large to eat big things. Look at his feet. It says he has webbed feet. We don't have webbed hands, but in between his toes, he has extra skin that makes it like a flipper to help him swim faster. He's got a lot of things on his body. Look at those scales. Do you have scales?
Help hold on to their prey.
Yikes, that's a lot of teeth.
They're really good hunters because they're so hard to see in swampy water where they live.
I can see how their color helps them blend in. Is there
Sneaky.
another reason they're hard to see?
Definitely. An alligator's eyes and nostrils are high on its head, so it can rest in the water with very little of its body showing.
But it can still breathe and see when prey is getting close. Nice one. Thanks for sharing.
My pleasure. See you later. Bye.
The alligator has an interesting strategy for hunting. I wonder what other characteristics help animals get food. I can think of two other animals from the African exhibit at the zoo that use special body parts for feeding. How do giraffes and elephants get food?
Look at that giraffe. How does he get to his food? What does he use? The elephant.
I saw the giraffes today using their long necks to reach leaves on high branches, and their super long tongues to pull those leaves off the trees. Shorter animals like gazelles wouldn't be able to reach those branches and would have to eat plants closer to the ground. The elephants use their trunks like arms to bring food and water to their mouths. That way they can keep their heads up and be aware of possible danger.
Do you have a long neck like a giraffe? Do you have a trunk like an elephant? Those are special animal characteristics.
So many interesting animals and so many different ways they meet their needs.
All right, let's go back and look at some of those crazy animals. Whoa.
There are possible danger. There are so many interesting animals.
Look at all those animals. They're all animals, but they're very different. They have different kinds of bodies. They move differently. Today we'll be comparing two different animals.
In so many different ways they meet their needs. Can you think of any other special characteristics that help animals to survive? Well, have fun investigating, and I'll see you next time.
Now that we've seen our video, let's go over our vocabulary so we're ready to get started. Our first word, same from last week, animals are living. And living things have needs. Today we're focused on characteristics. Let's practice that long word, please. Characteristics. How many syllables in that word? Characteristic. 5. A characteristic is a feature that helps identify something. Look at these dogs. How would you describe their characteristics? What's their hair like? Fluffy and soft. What color are they? White, gray, black, tan. Are they large, medium, or small? Teeth. How would you describe those teeth? Kind of sharp. The feet. Do they have hooves? But they have normal-sized feet, so they can. How do they move? They're running. Bravo. You are so ready to describe some animals. Get your pencil, please. Get your journal, please. And you got to have crayons to show me those characteristics. We're going to draw 2 animals and compare them. Meet me on video 2.